thank you for joining me today. I'm going to quickly introduce myself and talk about what we're going to be doing in these videos. So my name is Rebecca Godden and I'm a freelance practitioner of performing arts. And one of the many things that I do under this title and practice is deliver and devise and facilitate my own workshops. Now, of course, during this time that we're all in, I'm not able to come out to you and offer these workshops in performing arts to you, my audience. So I thought I would like to bring some craft activities, some drama activities, maybe some games, maybe a bit of choreography to bring a bit of adventure and light for us and our families to enjoy over the school break for Easter and during school time if we want to use them as an educational tool, as a drama class or even a literature class, because the first workshops I'm going to be doing are based on the David Walliams books that are then turned into a stage adaptation as a theatre show. So I deliver these workshops kind of on behalf of Birmingham Stage Company, but these are my own workshops and I own all the content and I'm doing this on my own, off my own back. But just to let you know, they're from the stories, the books of David Walliams and the theatre production of the shows when they get made into the show. I deliver these workshops alongside your theatre visit. So if you go and see one of David Walliams' books turned into a play on the stage, they're super exciting and super good. Some of you might have seen them. Do comment if you've seen a show and let me know which one you've seen. I would then offer you a workshop so you can come to me after or before the show and we can delve into the story even more through performing arts, bringing the story even more to life and giving a bit more context as to what you have seen. I offer these in schools, theatres and community settings. So without further ado, I'll let you know what one we are doing today. We are looking at Awful Auntie, first of all. So I'm going to pop my Awful Auntie sticker on here to get me in the mood. And the first thing we're going to do is a craft. Now, I've collected things that I have around my house for this craft and I want you to do the same. So I'll let you know what we're going to be doing and then you can see what you can find. Pause the video and see what you can find. Now, the story of Awful Auntie has 4 very interesting main characters. If you've read the book, now's the chance to read it again. You've got lots of time to explore this story with your family or let them know what it's about if they don't already know. And if you've seen the show, even better. If you haven't read the book and you don't have it and you haven't seen the show, don't worry. I'm going to read a little bit of a blurb now to give you an idea and a context of what it's about. Aunt Alberta is on a mission to cheat the young lady Stella Saxby out of her inheritance, Saxby Hall. But with mischievous and irrepressible Soot, the cockney ghost of a chimney sweep, alongside her, Stella is determined to fight back. And sometimes a special friend, however different, is all you need to end and win through. So that's a little blurb about what it's about, and the characters are super interesting. And the 2 we're going to focus on right now is Aunt Alberta, which is Stella's awful auntie. She's a horrible lady, and it'd be great if you could do a bit of characterisation about her if you have read the book, what her tone of voice might be like, what her stance might be like from some of the describing words and adjectives you find in the book. Now, she has a little sidekick called Wagner. Now, he's an owl. He's her pet / sidekick and doesn't leave her side. He goes everywhere with her. And he helps her out to be mischievous and to fight with Stella and Soot to try and win Saxby Hall, okay? And here's who we're going to focus on first of all. We are going to make owl masks. So here is my owl template. Now, if you search online, owl mask templates, or even just owl mask, this is one of the first things that pops up, okay? You can obviously click on any of the free resources that are available to use. I've chosen this one because I think it's got great detail. Or you can of course draw your own. If you're better at drawing than me, then please get your creativity going. Make this a whole day activity and draw your own. Now, the things I've collected from around my house to use are colouring pencils and pens, a glue stick, some of these gems. I thought these could look quite nice and work well. Some feathers. I had some brown feathers from using these for this session before, and some multicoloured feathers as well, as it is Easter, isn't it? So we've got some multicoloured ones there. Some lollipop sticks. Here we go. Some scissors. Now, responsible adult to be with you at all times when you're using these, please, or just get the adult to do all the boring cutting bits. You be creative, they can do the jobs you don't want. Some string or some ribbon that you can use to tie it round your face if you wish to do it that way. And I think that is all I have. Now, you might have a lot more that you can use in your house. So go and find some now and join me back. And when you hit play again, we will be crafting together and you'll see my creation. And then we'll be back for phase 2. Enjoy. Hello again, how did you get on? How are your masks looking? I hope the whole family has made a Wagner the owl for our story. Here's mine. This is the one that I made with you. As you can see, I've popped the eye holes out now. Again, get an adult to do this for you. It's a tricky job. If you have a proper craft knife to do this, that's great, or you can just use anything sharp or your scissors, parents. So mum, dad, auntie, uncle, anyone, sister, brother, old enough to do this, please do this. So this is my Wagner. This is my traditional one, but then I did another one as well. I went for a kind of festival theme. And as you can see with this one, I've used the lollipop stick to hold it. So I just stuck it with some glue and some sellotape. And also this one's on cardboard. Now I didn't have any cardboard available, so I used a cereal box. I just cut a cereal box. Other cereals are available. I just cut a cereal box and stuck my picture on the back, and then I used that so it's nice and solid. You don't need card though. This one's paper, and this one's perfect for tying around your face because then it will sit nicely on the face, so you can do that with your string. So there we are. Here are my masks, and I'm sure yours look wonderful as well. Now for the next stage of our session. This is the dramatization of our character. Now I'd like you to think about how an owl moves. Maybe you can watch some nature YouTube videos and watch owls. Maybe you can watch a cartoon of an owl as well. I know Winnie the Pooh has an owl in it. I think he's just called Owl. And you can see how they move in their wings and how they have their head held high and how they look around and look up and down. So I want you to have a play around together and really embody an owl, okay? So roam around your house with your masks, becoming the animal of an owl. Maybe you could even think about what sounds they make. What do they eat? what do they do in the daytime and what do they do in the nighttime. Do a little bit of research on an owl, how it moves, how it talks, and what it does during the day and during the night, just so you get to know your character. I hope you've had fun being your owls, becoming Wagner, flying around the room or your garden with your family and with your masks and embodying the characters there. I would have loved to have joined in with you. Now, for the next part of our workshop, this exercise is a funny one and a fun one, and you can do this with your whole family, be that 2 of you, 4 of you, 6 of you, however many there are. Now, Stella and Soot, our 2 other characters, think up many tricks to play on Aunt Alberta to make her life miserable. For example, this is from the script. We could turn Saxby Hall into her very worst nightmare, so she'll run away screaming. They put ants in her pants, shoe polish in her soap, as well as flooding her floor with marbles. Those are just a few of the tricks that Stella and Soot decide to play on her awful auntie to help her to escape her grip and win Saxby Hall. There's loads more in the book, so do give that a read with the chapter where they're playing tricks. Now it's your turn to write your own list of tricks. I would like you to think of 4 each. So grab a piece of paper, a notepad and a pen or pencil, and you're going to think of 4 tricks. I'd say you need 5 to 10 minutes for this. Maybe set a timer just so it really gets your brain thinking. And if you get more than 4, great, write them all down. So pause here and have a moment to do that. Do you have your tricks? Great. Now you're going to share them with the group. Read aloud your tricks and everyone is going to vote for your best one. Okay, so pause here and read aloud your tricks. Which one got voted for the best? I bet there are some amazing ones out there. When I've done this workshop before, they have me laughing in tears. And just to mention, don't play these tricks on anyone in real life in your home. They wouldn't like that. This is just using our imagination and our acting skills here and our writing skills. So now you're going to bring each of the chosen favourite trick of each person to life through drama. You're going to act each one of your tricks out, okay? So one of you could take the role of Soot, the Cockney chimney sweep. Think about how he would talk if he was Cockney. And then another one would take the character of Stella. She's very posh and well-to-do. She got brought up very well and lives in a great manor, Saxby House. So think about how you'd speak if you were her. And then, of course, Aunt Alberta. She's vile and horrible and not very nice. And she itches her head and she picks her nose and she eats worms with Wagner sometimes. Oh, she's just grotesque. And then, of course, we have Wagner, your owl. So take it in turns to be him as you now have your masks and your characterisation of him. If there are more than 4 of you or less than 4 of you, that's okay. Just select which characters you'd like to be. And first of all, Stella and Soot, or just Stella, remembering how many of you there are going to set up the trick. So if you decided, for example, to put worms inside of Aunt Alberta's spaghetti bolognese instead of spaghetti, you want to be acting out, creeping out into the garden, digging for worms. Show me it with your physicality. Talk through it while you're doing it to each other or just aloud on your own. Oh, this is really going to get her. This is going to wind her up so much. And start to set the scene, okay? Acting out the scene, setting it up, and then creeping away and hiding, ready for Aunt Alberta and Wagner, or just Alberta and just Wagner, walking in and experiencing this trick. Now, this is the really fun bit because you get to gasp, scream, fall over, be really dramatic with some of your reactions. This is your reaction to what happens. And just keep acting out each one of those tricks, one per person. Do more if there's only a couple of you, and just have loads of fun exploring the characterization, the physicality, and the action of these tricks that you have made. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. Please DM me with any inquiries and be sure to tag me in your pictures and creations. See you next time.